All right, let's get this 2021-2022 school year started. In this video, I am going to be introducing myself to the parents of my students for the 2021-22 school year. So, it is a Sunday afternoon before I have to report to work tomorrow. My kiddos are home. You're going to hear noises in the background, because I want this video to be as real as possible, as authentic, because, hey, we all have lives and we all have things going on. You can see them in the back. Well, that's my family. So 5 kids total. Husband. Oh, my anniversary is 21st, 21 years on Thursday. How exciting. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back on track. This video is to my parents, letting you know who I am as your child's teacher. So I started to think about how I was going to start the school year. I really want my parents to know who I am, because I feel like your child's education or their child's education is a partnership, and the more buy-in I get from you and the more help I get from you as needed, then the more successful the children will be. And I am going to say my kids, and when I say my kids, I'm talking about my students, because they do become my kids. I truly believe in developing a relationship. So I started to think, all right, as a parent, what would a parent want to know about the child's teacher? What would a parent want to know about the child's teacher? So I know, because I have 5 kids of my own, and I have, children with special needs, and they're all different. I mean, my mind was just all over the place as to what would I want to know. So I decided to Google it. And, there are so many things that's Googleable. And I literally Googled, what do parents want to know about their child's teacher? And I found an article. So I am going to just go through those questions, and I'm going to use those to help guide me in this introduction. So the name of this is by Katie Martin, and it's informed by research, inspired by practice. And I'll put a link in the notes below, just in case you want to see. As a teacher, I know I have teachers out there watching. And the title is What I Really Want to Know from My Child's Teacher on Back to School Night. I know it's not back to school night, but what do you really want to know about your child's teacher? And hint, it has nothing to do with curriculum. I didn't need the hint because I figured that was the case anyway, but I couldn't narrow down, what I should say. So I'm just going to answer these questions. All right. There's 5 of them. Who are you? And who are you, and why do you care about being an educator? Well, I am Arlivia Davis, and this is starting my 20th year of teaching. I have a family that I love, 5 kiddos, born and raised in Houston, Texas. I've been teaching in Mansfield. This is going on 7 years, I think, in January. Time flies when you're having fun. So, and the next part of that question is, why do I care about being an educator? I love people. I love to help people. I love to serve. I like to see people succeed. I like to help them reach their goals. And what better way to do that than, one of the many ways to do that, I guess you could say, is to be an educator. I have a minimum of 100 students a year, and that's a minimum. And my goal is always, how can I help this person be a better person? How can I help this child reach their goals? What do you want to do? You want to be a nurse? I got you. I'll help you. You want to do and be an engineer? I'll help you. I got you. I'll support you. I'll do whatever it takes for you to reach your goals. And, that's why I care about being an educator. Because again, I love people, and I want to help them reach their goals. Okay. Will my child be spending their days in a safe and caring learning environment? The answer is absolutely yes. Speaking about the safety part of it, I mean, you know, from the district level, there are safety protocols in place. When I think about emotional safety as well, it is a safe place for all students to be able to feel comfortable, to speak out, to try. It's a safe place for students to fail. We don't laugh at mistakes of others. We don't do put downs. We don't, none of that happens in my class. It's not tolerated. And not to say that some students don't try to do that because, I can't control another student's home life. But if it is present or evident, what I do is I nip it in the bud. Nope, we don't do that. Everyone has permission to try. Everyone has permission to make mistakes and fail. And when we talk about caring, throughout the year, you're going to hear me say our students, our kids, because I tell the students that, I'm part of the family for the next 180 some odd days. I'm your mom, I'm your aunt, I'm your big cousin. I mean, we are family for the next so many days. I treat your kids, our kids, as if they are my own. As I'm teaching, I'm thinking about what I would want for my kids if they were sitting in front of me, and that's how I treat your child. Sometimes it's tough love, meaning, you have to be reprimanding and as far as put your phone away, give it, I'll take it, or, sometimes who are you talking back to, that sort of thing. And then, sometimes it has to be more of the encouraging approach. But just know that every action, every intention, everything that happens, I'm thinking about them as if they were my personal babies. Okay, question number 3. Will you see my child's unique gifts and talents and work to meet his or her needs? Yes. I mean, I really try day one to start learning my students. All students are so different. So we start off by, they make a one pager for me and I try to find out what they like, what they dislike. My children are unique. I have a son with autism, one Asperger's, and one young lady, one of my personal kids. Don't have to worry about her at all because she's just a go-getter. And then one of them I have to push. So I would say, as good as they can get, I'm an expert at seeing the uniqueness of kiddos because I have to see the uniqueness of my own children. And working to meet their needs, yes, because my goal is to help them be successful. So whatever they need, that's what I am going to do. I try to attend events. I ask them about their games. I ask them about life outside of school because that's valuable and that's important. Your child is not just a number on the roster or a name. They're mine. And I'm going to get to know them and see them and help them develop those unique gifts as well. Okay, number 4. Will my child be developing and practicing skills that will set them up for success now and in their future? Yes, yes, and yes. So, depending, this year I'm teaching biology and anatomy and physiology. And I always say I teach so much more than my content area. Okay, biology, yes, you're learning about life and you're learning about the things around you. So, first and foremost, I am going to make it as applicable as possible. If we're talking about cells, well, why do you need to know about cells? Why do you need to know about body systems? How does this even matter? Why do you need to know about cancer? Whatever. I always try to make it as applicable as possible. When we talk about biomolecules, why do you need to know about biomolecules? Well, they build your body, they have different functions, so on and so forth. Okay, that's the content. But throughout the process, I am teaching students how to problem solve, how to learn. A lot of students don't know how to learn. A lot of students don't know how to study. Students need to know how to learn, because once they graduate, whether they go to college or trade school, or anytime they want to develop a skill, you have to learn. So with the foundation of knowing how to learn, the sky is the limit. You can do anything that you want to do. I teach students how to study, how to manage time, how the brain actually works. So yes, it's so much more than this is biology, this is anatomy and physiology. We are learning tools to be successful that will last a lifetime. Um, oh wow. I don't know about you. This is going fast for me. I didn't want it to take forever. So hopefully you are still here. Okay. How can we best work together? Okay. So I would say best working together is I would first and foremost say trust me. Trust that I have your child's best interest at heart. Um, and things may not, there will be struggle in the process, but I am right there with your child in the struggle. And, sometimes struggle is good, because that is how we learn. Look for the emails, look for the communication, um, you know, help your child study, that sort of thing. But, I think the biggest thing is, fortunately, I have a good reputation here, at least in my district and with parents, is just trust me and trust the process. That's how we can best work together. And if and when I communicate and reach out to you, always feel free to communicate and email me back if you have any questions. But trust in the process, and responding to those emails, as well as, for example, if I have a call to action in the email, like, hey, we studied this today, why don't you ask your child about this? Or if there's something I'm saying, hey, maybe you should try this, then just try it, because it'll help your child. Okay. So that was the article. That was the 5 questions that parents would want to know. And I know there's more. So if you would like to, parents out there, um, even if I don't have your child, and maybe I could make a blog post or something about this. What would you want to know about your child's teacher? What else would you want to know about your child's teacher? Put that in the comments below. Or, if your child is in my class and you have a question, you can email me, put it in the comments below, and I'll get back with you and all of that great stuff. I am excited. I am excited. This is me. This is my personality. I love what I do. I am excited about the school year. I am so glad to have your child in my class. When we start on August 18th, they become ours. We are going to work together to help them be successful. The best is yet to come. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. Reach out. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.